Lebo Mothlabane, and today we are redoing a show that we were doing yesterday, and I must say that I'm standing in for Oqwaita Kazwini. So yeah, namhlanje we'll still be talking to Obut Mawethu Kotobe, who's the founder of Men Empowerment Network. I like the name because it's also abbreviated as men. But before we go to Obut to namhlanje, we'll also be taking your calls namhlanje. In fact, we'll be taking your calls, and you'll also be winning. You'll also stand a chance to win airtime namhlanje. So as we are taking your calls, you stand a chance to win airtime. So yeah, you'll be calling us. Kule number. We will tell you when to call us. Don't call us now. Don't call us now. We'll tell you when to call. Another thing that is great for you to know is that we are filming this show using an Oppo A15. Oppo is a new brand of a phone. It's a very nice phone which has a good display. It also has a fast processor with 3 gigabytes of RAM. Oppo has also 32 gigs on board memory, so photos of pictures selfie and a good memory. It also has a good battery. Engaklasta imini yonke. Connects to LTE network so that you can have a fast network. You can get it for 2,899 from Uselu City. So Oppo, it's abantu ke bathanda ke ukungazi qapheli as brands ezintsha, but yeah, Oppo is one of those brands ezingeneleko market, and it's actually a very nice brand. Now, you are calling us today. We are asking this question. Njengoba usifonela namhlanje, we are asking this question about what can men do. I actually want to type that question. Or what can be done to help men to express themselves better? Njengoba sithatha noBut Mawethu nje, that is the question that we are asking. What can be done to help men to express their emotions better? Their emotions better. Cool. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Call us on WhatsApp. You can stand a chance to win airtime. What can be done to help men express their emotions better? Those are some of the things that we're hoping that sizawuvela kuzo. Bhuti Mawethu, masithathe lithuba sikwamkele namhlanje. Kunjani bhuti?
Bhuti wam, ndiyaphila namhlanje nje kakuhle bhuti Lebo. Ndiyathemba nani right kwelo cala. Siphinda sabhaqana kwakhona namhlanje. Ndibulela ke lithuba loba ndibe khona nam namhlanje apha.
Okay. No, thank you so much bhuti man for ukusijoyina ka namhlanje. Finally, I'm just trying to put up your name so that people can know who you are. Bayabona ke abantu bescreen basibhalela ba uBut Mawethu lo sithetha naye. Khawusichazele nje kabanzi uba uBut Mawethu ungubani, waphi?
Yes, Bhuti Lebo. Mandiphinde ndicela lithuba ndibulele kakhulu nge-opportunity from OurNews neyisindaba. Lo uthethayo njengoba sowutshilo ke bhuti wam nguMawethu Kotobe, litshawe eli. Kwalapha kwezilali zalapha eQonce. Ikhona ilali ekuthiwa kuseFeld. Siyibiza ke ngokubana kwanofeliti. Xa uphuma nje apha eQonce usiya phaa ngokoMadimbaza kanje, ilapha ecaleni kapha kwasedolophini. Ibalulekile ke kum le background ke bhuti wam kuba ke sizinzalelwane zasezilalini. Kodwa ke namhlanje sizibhaqa silapha. uMawethu ke lo uthethayo ulona uyi-founder kwaye ke uyi-owner ye-MLK Concepts Ghana, kuba ke i-MLK Concepts yiyo lena ibanga abantu basibe lapha namhlanje. That was established in 2012, but its operations started in 2017 with 4 pillars. One of those ke abantu basenza events management, senze kunye multimedia productions, social media marketing, as well as artist and projects management. So ndiba ke namhlanje sisolele kakhulu kulaa phila ye-events management kuba ke yiyo ebangela into yobana basibe kanti sihoste i-first annual Men Empowerment Network nge-19th kaJuni apha ku-2021 phaa eGinsberg eSteve Biko. So the long and short of it, Mawethu ngulowo ke futhi ke lo ubangela ubana namhlanje amadoda abe kanti ayadibana, manditsho ke ndithi kwi-Real Men's Conference kuba ke we have been having an imaginary conference for quite some time on social media, but we took it upon ourselves that with the capacity nayo see MLK concepts masibe nayo leyoqala i-first annual empowerment network. Ihamba ngolo hlobo ke the long and short of it.
Wow, thank you so much, Putman. Siyabulela kakhulu nge-Real Men's Conference because wow, kudala ke nyansi nayo le imaginary conference. Just briefly ke mkhulu we would really want to dive in kulo mcimbi we-Men Empowerment Network. Was it just beniyenza kuba nifumene idea ye-event, or was there any social challenge ibi-driver le nto banenze le event yamadoda?
Without a doubt, there has been a need for quite some time because there are a lot of women empowerment networks as host of mama, you have your girl child, but there is a huge gap when it comes to boy child when you're a men empowerment network. So to get closer to your question, then it started around me up to 2021 when I witnessed any women empowerment network in the hosting system. And I think it was the first week, if not the second week of May. And the Bukele into Pha eyenzekayo bengcine kakhulu phaya kuMandi kuyilondo kufodwa njalo njalo. If I can mention one, uzizwa Apuleni othethe isitori esihlungu kakhulu. So ukuyijonga kwam le nto Lebo ndiye ndaqonda into yobana there is a need for us amadoda sikwazi into yobana respond to these issues. So hence it only took us 1 month to gather this idea because of we felt in the one, at least for MLK concepts, we have a capacity under the pillar of events management that we can put through. The idea, there's another book that I was reading, that motivates me every day. And it happened while I was reading that book, ECT, share to us your greatness, share your peace. You see, so I felt that the idea I have, I must share it with everyone. You see, so the greatness I had at that time of having a men empowerment network, not deciding, look, I'll have it with or without funders, I'll just throw it. By God's grace, it was just amazing, the journey, because obviously you need these speakers, prominent speakers, people who are expertise on different fields. So I started talking with Pastor, the DJ. We know him very well from Mawethu.
Yes.
I bounced the idea to him, and even before we talked about the MC duties and stuff like that, he said, I want to be there.
Wow.
Personally now, you see. So wow. That gave me an idea, and then look, this is no longer about me, but there is a need in the society. So we selected then our speakers, Dr. Temelele, who welcomed us very much, and I can mention a lot of them. Banins Bebekon, about Dr. Petros Major, we know him as an activist. So he was there as well. You see, a great friend of mine from Port Elizabeth, who has a great story. His story also when I put Lebo in Nokuti, wow. Only for this reason, because he was a prisoner first, and thereafter, but with 10 years and plus, you come back in Chatwin. akakwazi ukufumana abantwana ngendlela lesiyiqhelileyo thina. And he remained faithful ngatsho kunkosikazi wakhe, akafana nomnye mhlawumbi omnye wethu benokudecide ngoba hayi xa kungade kuvele abantwana apha rather mandiphume ndiyokwenza ezinye izinto ngaphandle. But he remained faithful, and at 40 years balizwa ngumntana besebenzisa i-medical methods ezikhoyo. That was a great story, and got to notice us outstanding on that day. So I'm just mentioning that we had a great time, and more importantly, abantu babonile ke pictures bezihamba ku Facebook. Sinwabile pha sonwabile ndike ngokuthi sibayazi sonwaba njani bengekho. Hayi sonwabile bubona. Ngeyona ndlela futhi. Yes, good.
All right. Wow. Usabela umfanekiso omhle kakhulu, but now siyabona Shamido ba nezithethi ebezikhona phangala mini you had a diverse speakers, meaning that you wanted to one of the things that you want to do is to actually take care of the men holistically. Yeah. So we also see that you also had Abefundis. Tell us what is the role of a religion okanye inkolo in developing abantu abangotata, and how important is the role of a religion okanye inkolo necawa?
Right, well, very important question. It reminds me of a topic bendiva namhlanje kwesikhululo. You know, Lebo, this is what happened to me, because many of these gatherings, whether women or men, empowerment networks, soloko zisenzelwa mhlawumbe zisondele kakhulu ezinkonzweni okanye mhlawumbe zisenzelwa ngurhulumente njalo njalo. But our idea thina was that we are accepting believers and non-believers in business and not in business. So we're looking thina kahle phakanye kwifamily. And the family ke your ANC community, and we are diverse even when it comes to religion. We have so lento singakhethi icala lobantu ba ukholelwa entweni wena njalo njalo ukholelwa entweni uyayibona le. So that was our objective behind that. We need everyone to be in one room so that we expose these topics. And obviously umzekelo endidibene nomtshato phakathi izawuza ne-marriage council. And most of the marriage counselors, so we were very selective when we were checking who are we calling, so that the objective of that day, we make sure that no hey, but later if you get what I mean. You see, so the singer Ketike, religion, but we know that we're in a constitutional democracy where everyone is allowed to have their own belief. You see, so we have not been established to be closer looking at who believes in what. Our very own objective. Once we tackle Udata as an individual, no mama as an individual, empowerment. So our mandate is going to be easy, whether we affiliate with a religion. You understand? So as we are mentioning, we had the Fundisi, we had the Bishop Bebe Konapaya, who were talking and standing, and I think many of them were surprised that leadership it's biblical. Those are the things that we learned on that day, that in leadership, as a man, you have a role to lead, notwithstanding that the constitutional democracy, I repeat, because we are all equal before the law. And I want to make that distinction. We are going to so that we're not confused. So basically, subject matters as well as from fire, indoor, a role as that I have a role, not only to be supportive, but also to be involved and also about finances. We had the partners financial planning because any elements lesibethayo singabantu emakhaya that ufumaniseke ubana mhlawumbi utata u-earna less than umama because eyona nto manditsho ngokumsasazeni ubana indaba ye-gender based violence thina as MLK siyibona as an external factor. It's an external output iphaa phezulu, but the underlying issues that are here zezi ke thina ke sifuna uzithethisha so that we mitigate the elephant lesiyibhayithe in pieces, uyabona, so that we get rid of gender based violence. So that is our idea thina as MLK concepts, hence that we have this first annual empowerment network.
All right, wow, very nice. Gender based violence, my next question was actually going to be benikhenathetha ngezinto kwabuvula umbuzo wethu namhlanje. We are asking ababukeli bethu namhlanje into what can be done to help abantu abangotata express their feelings better. We all know that sikhula kusithiwa indoda ikhali and so forth. Ndiyathanda xa usithi i-gender based violence iphaa phezulu. There are underlying factors ezibangela into yobana sifikelele phaa, and the research has shown that bottling emotions yenye yezinto ezibangela into yoba abantu econtributayo to i-gender based violence. Benikhe nathetha ngezinto ezinjalo?
Yes, without a doubt, Lebo. Just to indicate in the sum of the other speakers that we had, Dr. Lulamila Nabe from Fort Beaufort was talking about leadership as a whole, that when we lead the Anyanzelega, that you can lead and impose the idea to your family, and your family will definitely follow. We have so zininzi wena izinto ebudlimo ebezingqamenekayo, uyabona, because we dealt phaya nenhlalakahle yendoda, because indoda uboyiqonda kahle ubana indoda wasifumaneke kwezi zinto zokubetha abantu njalo njalo zonke ubetha abantu abangomama ligwala lendoda and we don't want to associate with people like those. Kuba ke indoda has been given mandithi mhlambe mandate yokuba whenever you want to get closer to umuntu ongumama, you talk. It's a simple thing. If you are rejected, you are rejected. You move to the next person. It's simple like that, but we don't understand lamadoda ngoku azibiza ngamadoda. That we have, in fact, we are questioning those people, bana, how come that ude ufumaniseke uzawuphakamisa nesigaba ekubeni bana uzawufuna uviwe ngumuntu ongumama. So ndizama ukuthi ke we talked about those things that asiwadingi amadoda azibiza ngamadoda ahlukumezayo. I remember utata uMajola phaya, he was the last speaker, and he did something phaya enqonba iyawuhlanihleli apha kum. Wathi onke amadoda ekubeni ke banisile ke ngezinto adibana nazo ekuhlaleni, wathi wonke amadoda azimisayo into yoba ona asoze amenze 1 2 3 4 5 ukudlwengula ukulukuhla yonke laa nto mawame ngenyawo, and yonke indlu yama ngenyawo. So ithi ke loo nto leyo we are getting to a point now yokubana sifumana amadoda are confident as out, because once we change one person, our belief is that uzayincokola nomnye umuntu, uyabona, ibe khona ke ngoku inwenwayo ngolo hlobo. So ndizama ukuthi ke zezinye zezinto besizithetha ezo ke ngalamini ke.
All right. Very important things, Budwam. So now let's get to we know that a lot of people have actually committed the act of gender-based violence, and we condemn it. We strongly condemn it. What word would you say, Okanye, as Women Empowerment Network? What rehabilitations do you offer? Amadoda njalo look, I've done this before, and I've realized I was wrong. What assistance can you offer such a person?
All right. Another very interesting question, because I would say as a men empowerment network forum or network, it's a pool of, or it's a hub of all these things to be included higher, and we cannot deal with them on one event. I'm saying this because at the time besikade singabantu abagqugquzelayo, I got so many calls, so many forums as a city want to be part of this. This is what we do. We have a rehabilitation, rehabs, in fact, for abantu abafuna change and that we can never, as Men Empowerment Network or a centers, we are open to collaborate with those people. As to say, Tina Siabakogelel, Nangamato, I as committer, but for each subject matters, Siazbana Econ Forum that can help. So we are busy now establishing those relationships with those forums so that sikwazi ukufikelela ngakasane wena put Lebo, because on that date now we were launching at a very high level, you see, but we need now to go down to issues. I've been getting a lot of messages about and I feel like how I wish I can have an imminent help to the situation, but I'm unable to do that. But having a band who can do those things. Another element Lebo, indaba ye kahulumende. Uhulumende will understand that unazo's programs ezikhoyo akhuba nazo, and we're open that we can collaborate with uhulumende, because by so doing as events we're assisting the mandate kahulumende.
Yes.
We know social development has a mandate, office of the premier, the municipality, so we're in talks as we speak now that we want to be there and present ourselves that look, we're able to gather a lot of people.
Yes.
As we did. For example, we have lined up events now to do the same thing. So in collaboration with government as well, because we understand my database, yabantu okanye forums okanye network in networks as khoyo apho bakwazi ukuthi hayi thina singurhulumente were able to assist sinazi forum ezithinta njalo njalo. I know umzekelo social development has men empowerment department ekhoyo that is there. So we may not be able to pendula direct, but we're saying we're open for collaborations and relationships so that we're able to send people to the right places.
All right. And now, now that you've had a very, very successful event, what is the future now for Men Empowerment Network?
It was the eve of Father's Day, about 2021. We chose that day strategically because we know that it will always be a reminder whenever we're hosting the annual event. So we're intending to have another second installment, which is the second annual event. If again, Father's Day 2022, which we understand that as long as Father's Day is a Sunday, that would mean that if you have a Saturday, that's our strategy. But again, one would say, in the 12 months, what are we doing in between? So now, that was the interesting part now, which we are busy with now. For example, now we're busy with Umtata. We will be hosting another program in Umtata, same as the first annual event in Lenadesnayo, but we're taking it to cities and regions now so that nabanye abantu bakwazi benefit. So we're aiming around September, October. We are not sure yet about the date, but we'll be in Mthatha. Abantu baseMthatha and the surroundings must be ready because we are coming. Sizokubanayo le Men Empowerment Network. November, sesinayo date. November 27th November. Sizabe sise Cape Town. We are busy mobilizing. So there are those programs that are available in between. We understand that the second and I was speaking with Umfundisi Daiman, who's busy now, Pilan order, PE. So they may come now, but they say we're ready now. So Sizamuguti will go all over South Africa. and even beyond, as long as we have the muscle. But we cannot do everything without support. We need support ngamandla kakhulu, and we have people who have already supported us nabapromisayo. So uthi umamele ngokukhona and make the point that you connect with us so that siyenze le nto ibe mobility, because this is a network. We want to network with everyone. So ihamba njalo ke bubani.
All right. We're gonna try and take calls. We are taking your calls right now on 078-252-4400. We are asking the question, what can be done? What can be done to help men express their emotions better? We are asking that question, what can be done to help men express their emotions better? So we are going to be taking your questions now after this ad break.
Yeah guys, yeah siphila ke kuloma xesha nzima ya amaxesha eCovid. And umongameli usanokubhengeza kuba siku level 1, and ukufika kwethu ku level 1 akuthethi ukuba iCovid-19 okanye icorona iphelile, isaphakathi kwethu, sisaphila nayo. Ithi loo nto leyo, it's not business as usual nangoku. Kusafuneka silandele imiqathango kule mihla ke siphila kuyo. I-live streaming yemingcwabo ndiyacinga nam uba yenye yezinto ekumeleyo ukuba wonke umntu okanye wonke ubani abuya yenza. Iyanceda ke kwelinye icala ukuba ufuna ukuthoba iindleko zomngcwabo. Ukunwenwa kwe-COVID ke ukubalula nje izinto ezimbalwa ke phakathi kwezinye. Kodwa ke don't despair, ungawari, because ke abakwa OurNews online bayaqinisekisa ukuba baniphathela ke le nkonzo, and ke eyona nto baqinisekisa ngayo ukuba yinkonzo le efikelelekayo, kodwa iyafikeleleka. Yes, ungayibona wena ufikeleleka ucinga baza kunika nje baza kugqwagqwa. Iyafikeleleka kodwa ke ikwinqanaba eliphezulu kakhulu. Amaxabiso abo aqala kancinci from 2,450 qha. 2,450 qha. Kufikelela kulula guys.
All right, and we are back. We are asking the question, what can be done to help men express their emotions better? That is the question that we are asking just before Sibekandi Siyayivala le show. So we are taking your calls on 078-252-4466, 078-4466, 078-252-4466. So that's what we gonna be doing right now. We are actually waiting for your calls. In the meantime, njengoba sisalinde i-calls, ungasipha nje wena, what last words would you want to say to men out there?
Lebo kudala kuthethwa. And the unfortunate part is that amadoda are vulnerable, okanye ke mhlawumbe azifumana kwelicala labantu abasizeka abani sayo yonke le ndaba ye-gender based violence. So okwethu thina we are creating a platform where we are able to discuss these issues, because we understand ngenye indlela umuntu oyindoda akakwazi mhlawumbe ukuyi-express ngomama nje kahle abe zazi usitungwini. But the platform that we have isinikeza ithuba lobani ba masike sihlale singamadoda ke sithethe ezi zinto njengoba sinjalo. Udoda Tebelele Power was saying direct things. Ngiyabona kupha dining room adlule pha epassage uyangqopha erumini no mama elungisa amakhaya uyabona. So we are here thina, we will always bring prominent speakers so that zithethe nathi sibuze ezi questions sifuna ukuzibuza, kuba sinento ethi indoda inayo i-capability uba ingayilidisha indlu yayo ise kwi-right direction. So this is a call to all men that they must be on the lookout, that Men Empowerment Network will make sure that it gets closer to your city or your town or your province. Sizawuzama ngandlela zonke into yobana sifikelele so that we change the status quo. Uba yonke lento uba inotshintsha apha kuthi madoda oomama kuzaba lula kubo ukubana just nje on a lighter note Budlin 60% yabantu bebe-enquirisha phaa amatikiti bekhangela into yobana uba ehamba njani ibingabantu abangoomama bekhangelela abantu abangootata. So to us that was an indication that oomama kudala beyifuna le nto.
Yes.
So I think we're on the right direction as to say masiqhube madoda masisabele ikhona laa ngoma kaloyiso iyayibeka yonke le nto sinayo apha yobana masisabele madoda ukwenzela uba oomama bangakhali ngenxa yethu. So we're sending that message ke Budiwe that abantu must make sure that they do right. Akunyanzelekanga uphakamisa isandla xa uzawuthetha into ukuthetha kodwa konele. Nabantwana aba utata Majola was really standing firm ethetha into yobana abantwana banamalungelo uyabona. So we need to support abantwana and support our families kuba kaloku yonke into iqala kwifamily. Before we come to community siqala efamilini sibe yi-community siphume kwi-community sibe kwi-organizations ezisafilitha kuzo whether kusezinkonzweni kwi-organizations emisebenzini njalo njalo. So masike singayibhudi ke ngoku masiyazi ubana iqala yonke le nto efamilini ibe kanti iyakwazi ukuphumela ngaphandle. Ngaloo mazwi ke we want the confident men to be influential in society and that's what we're all about.
All right, but Mawethu masibambe ngazo zibini. Thank you so much for joining us for all the show yanamhlanje, and please do let us know xa nizawuba nezinye sesiyibambile ki-27 kaNovember eKapa. So wena umuntu ubukeleyo from Cape Town, make a date. Nani bantu abangosisi ningabuzi nje ngoku niwathenga amatikiti. In fact mawube zii-gifts zabantu abangotata amatikiti because ngenene nangenyaniso these are programs that we really need as abantu abangotata. So yeah, that's what we're actually busy with. So thank you so much Buti for joining us for this broadcast. And ungalibali kona ke mntu ubukeleyo uba this coming Sunday we'll be having Pastor Tengani giving us the word on ishow yethu enguword. And then and then next week on the chat of our news we'll be having Uzubo from Ushukela. He's going to be telling us about his journey. So and Uchwa is going to be the rightful place. So that's what's coming up next week on the chat of our news. And in fact that's what's coming up Tuesday next week up at Our News. And thank you so much for joining us. This has been a broadcast of the chat of Our News. And I am standing in for Otwai Dazweni. Yeah, thank you so much and bye.